This is an ex-pastor named Curtis Chang.
The COVID vaccine can serve as an image of God's redemption. Redemption is God's ultimate answer to the problem of original sin. Redemption is taking something that originated in a wrongful state and reworking that thing into something good. The Bible tells us that in his death and resurrection, Jesus redeemed human sin, the very human line. 1 Corinthians 15:22 puts it this way, "For as all die in Adam, so also all shall be made alive in Christ." In other words, Adam's original sin had an impact on us all. We are descendants of his spiritual line, and we are impacted by his original sin. But the sinful origin is not the final verdict. The spiritual line of Adam has been reworked by Jesus, so that what began as a story of sin and death has been reworked into a story of forgiveness and life. That is what it means to be made alive in Christ. That is redemption. Now, this idea
Now, let's
that
just stop there. I know I said I wouldn't try to stop it, but so far so good, right? I mean, yeah, this guy's got some crazy eyes. He looks like a complete maniac, but at the same time, what he said is true. What he said about Adam and original sin and redeeming God redeeming his people from their sin, from the sin of Adam that has tainted us all. So Adam sinned, and then our minds kind of got all jacked up and warped, and now when we're born, we've got this inclination towards sin. It's you don't have to teach a child how to lie. You don't have to teach a child how to disobey. They just know how to do it, and they do it. I've got 3 kids, and I love them so much, but they know how to sin, right? They know how to do it. And so, yes, everything that he said here, it's pretty good. And that's what makes this so dangerous, because he's actually saying some true things here. And I want you to see how he twists this and then blasphemes the Lord. I hate this. I don't know if I have perfect hatred, but I hate this.
what began in death could be reworked into life, well, it's hard for the human mind to grasp. This is why we need images of redemption in the world. We need examples that can serve as metaphors of what Jesus accomplished, that show us Jesus' redemption, well, it's kind of like that. I propose that the COVID vaccine is an image of redemption. Yes, the vaccine may have a distant origin story in abortion, but that past has been reworked and redeemed into something that saves life. We can point to the vaccine and say, Jesus' redemption is kind of like that. And indeed, the production of a vaccine in less than a year, it's really a miracle. Something like this has never happened this quickly. I personally believe God's redemptive power was present in the process. So my invitation to pro-life Christians who may distrust the COVID vaccine currently is this. Please remember that the Christian story is the story of redemption. Every one of us has an origin story in sin. None of us can avoid this. Yet each of us has had our story reworked by Jesus into new life. That's what it ultimately means to be pro-life. To be pro-life is to be pro-redemption. And to be pro-redemption, in my view, means being pro-vaccine. The vaccine is ultimately a redemption story. Let's be part of that story.
This is demonic.